Philip Hobbs, Punchestown 2011 upon us again. It was a very successful one in 2010 for you.
Well, Punchestown won the Guinness Gold Cup, which was fantastic. Yeah, really good. Unfortunately, the horse has had a stupid injury because he's got an infection in his hind leg, so he can't come back and try and repeat it. But there we are.
What about the team coming over this year? How many have you coming, and I suppose what's your best chance?
Half a dozen or so to come over, and I suppose the way sort of races have cut up, I suppose Captain Chris must be our best chance on Thursday in the novice chase. He's in the 2 mile novice chase. He's in very good form, so we hope he'll run very well.
And Menorah is also travelling?
Yeah, he's coming over for the champion hurdle. Obviously we've got Hurricane Fly to beat, so that won't be easy, but anyway, he was very flat after Cheltenham for a couple of weeks, which isn't normal for him, but he seems in good form again now anyway. Hurricane Fly must be the main one to beat, and I see Binoculars coming over now as well, which will be interesting as he didn't perform very well at Aintree, but anyway, if he's back to his best, he's a big worry.
Is it, would you consider the best race of the week in Punchestown?
I suppose, yeah, it's probably the sort of main race as such, isn't it, really? So it will be very useful to see. But we hope we have a chance anyway.
Of your other runners, Philip, can you talk us through what else you're bringing or thinking of bringing over?
Well, I suppose the most important one of the others is probably wishful thinking for the 2 mile 5 novice handicap chase. He does have top weight, and he carries more than a stone than anything else in the race. But he does keep some of the others at the handicap as well. So, he'll probably run all being okay, and we hope we'd have a decent chance even with top weight. And then of the others, for a couple of the more minor races, probably Cockney Chucker for the Aon hurdle, which is a 2.5 mile hurdle race for horses that haven't won more than one, and he's 9 years old, but he finished 4th the other day in the Scottish Champion hurdle, and we hope that he'd have a squeak. And maybe Keki Buku for the 2.25 mile novice chase on the Saturday for horses that have not won a race valued €17,500, and he hasn't actually won a novice chase yet, so he doesn't get a penalty either.
Philip, for you, what makes Punchestown such a special festival?
It's great in that we're always made very welcome, and it's a great end of season, end of term feeling, if you like, and it's a great meeting to be associated with.
What has been the highlight of this year's season for you?
I suppose our 2 Cheltenham Festival winners, I suppose, but we've had some other good days, like the Racing Post Chase also with Quins, and won a few other good winners through the year. So we've had a good season. We've been fortunate.
And looking forward, I'm sure already to next year's National Hunt season. I suppose, from your point of view, the season in which Ireland had this year at Cheltenham, it was a pretty spectacular year for the Irish, with 13 winners across the water at the major festival.
Certainly was, and we stopped them going through the card on the second day when we won the bumper. So, but they won all the other races that day. But no, they had a great festival, didn't they?
Certainly did. And we're going to put you on the spot. If you were to give us one horse to have as 10 or 15 or 20 euros on next week from the Philip Hobbs yard, what would it be?
Well, although it would be a short price, I think it'll have to be Captain Chris.